I know you have been looking for some time now, Yiannos, at how the judicial system could become more efficient through the adoption of technology. What is your opinion on this last point, and how do you see companies that you advise adapt to modern ways of operating digitally and remotely?
First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me here, and also thank Christiana for her excellent information. And also I would like to point out that she made it sound so poetic, although blockchain for some might be so complex, it made it sound so poetic in certain times. So it's funny that we speak about the disruptive technology and also a very disruptive virus, and we trying to connect the two. Before I speak about the e-justice, I would like to point out that it's very interesting to see that due to these restrictions that have been imposed, everybody rushed quickly to use an existing technology. A technology that they probably had already available in their offices, but they never use or rarely use. And of course, those who were lucky enough to be updated at least and have all this equipment and tools, it seems like it didn't take them long, from my own experience, to adapt in a very short time and be able to work from home. So this is an advantage, at least for those people that have already implemented and digitalized their offices, so they could utilize them at these difficult times. Those who were not lucky, of course, enough to be updated, they had a huge problem. And from my own experience also, when I know colleagues that I was working with them. The good thing, though, is that even these people now, they realize that it's so imminent, I would use the word imminent, for them to be digitalized. Now, this applies to the individuals, to the people, to the professionals. Now, the e-justice, talking about the e-justice, it's something that it concerns authorities, it concerns the judiciary, it concerns the actually institutions. And in the same way, I think, it seemed like they were not ready, at least most of the countries. And I believe that e-justice is about time to introduce it in our lives, because it will definitely reduce cost. It will definitely, we will gain speed for sure, and we will safeguard security, and we can establish transparency and the authenticity of transactions. But another advantage would be that we can, I believe we can reduce the disputes. We can definitely reduce the disputes if we introduce e-justice together with blockchain. And this is because it will be done through the smart contracts and will eliminate a lot of disputes, and now it's a matter of interpretation. So I believe that e-justice should be part of our life. I can see the developments that Europe has started 10 years ago, having as a strategy implementing the e-justice, and it's trying to help member states to adapt to this. Some other countries like the US, UK, Estonia, and China have already started using e-filing, and they're advanced in e-justice. And I'm so happy to see that our minister, Georgiades, is so adamant to introduce e-justice together with other reforms. And it's very handy that we have now the Deputy Minister of Technology, Mr. George Kokinos, that in collaboration with the other authorities, relevant authorities, they can introduce e-justice in Cyprus. And it seems like we have the webinar tonight, but last night there was a coverage by the Minister of Justice that, and it's very good news, that they will proceed in at least introducing some of e-justice by allowing e-filing of pleadings and affidavits. And also, if I'm not mistaken, they will also they will consider the possibility of lawyers submitting their arguments through video conferencing, because they don't need witnesses and maybe it's more complicated to do it that way. But it's possible, though, to proceed gradually and implement proper justice together, always, in my opinion, with the blockchain technology.